Hi everyone, I'm here with your 512 lesson, How Big Is It? Describing parts of parts. You have used percents, fractions, and decimals to represent portions of wholes. In this lesson, you will find portions of other portions. Specifically, you will find portions of fractions. As a team, you will create a complete description of how to show and name a portion of a portion. As you work with your team, ask these questions to aid your conversation. How can we show a part of a fraction? Is there another way to show it? How does this new portion relate to the whole? So 5-9. Grant, Oliver, and Sonia were working on the problem below. Jenny's house is 4/7 of a mile from the bus stop. If Jenny had to run 2/3 of her way from her house to the bus stop, what portion of a mile, what portion of a mile did Jenny run? They each started by visualizing 4/7 in their own way. Each of the diagrams is shown below. Grant's, Oliver's, Sonia's. A. Did Jenny run more or less than half a mile? Discuss this question with your team and record your answer. Be ready to explain your reasoning. So go ahead and pause the video now and answer question A. If you're back with me, you've answered A. B says copy all 3 diagrams and work with your team to figure out how to use each diagram to show 2/3 of 4/7. Okay, so what I would like you to do is I do not want you to copy down all 3 diagrams. I only want you to copy down Grant's drawing, okay? We're only going to be working with Grant's drawing. So go ahead and copy down Grant's drawing, and then I would like you to figure out how to use it. Go ahead and pause the video and do that now if you haven't. Okay, if you're back with me, you've answered part B. So let's look at it. So if I copy down Grant's drawing, it's not pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gosh, I'm sorry. I need to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4. So that represents 4/7 in my problem. But now I need 2/3. So we need to split this into thirds. There's my thirds. 1, 2, 3. And I need to shade in 2/3. So let's start shading. And then this is where I double shade. And obviously, as you're shading, feel free to use multiple colors. That might help you see it a little bit better. So this would show your answer here. So if I wanted to know my answer, okay, we don't want to do it yet, but that would be how you would shade it in. Flipping over to C. C said, which of the drawings does your team prefer? Use your diagram your team prefers, explain how it can be used and why you chose that drawing. We don't have to do C because I only wanted you to concentrate on Grant's drawing. So D says, what fraction of a whole is 2/3 times 4/7? So let's go back and look at your diagram. Go ahead and use your diagram to answer part D. Okay, if you're back with me, you've answered part D, so let's take a look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts double shaded. So that is our numerator. And then your denominator is how many parts you have total. So if I know that that's 8, 9, 10, 11, oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So our denominator then is going to be 21. For more practice, please try problem 510, parts of parts, part 1. Representing a portion of another portion can be thought of as finding a part of a part. For each of the parts described below, work with your team to figure out what part of the whole is described. For each problem, show at least one picture or diagram that helps you make sense of the problem. So you're going to do both of these problems, A and B, 3/5 of 2/7 and 1/2 times 1/10, and you are going to use a diagram like we did over here with Grant's drawing. To help you solve those problems. We are going to save those and talk about them in class when you return. So if you have any questions, please email me.